Chris with TC Backer. We're going to do introductions up top.
TC Backer, TC Backer. Roofing, siding, windows, gutters, solar. Roofing, siding, windows, gutters, solar. TC Backer, TC Backer.
Roofers in Recovery is a nonprofit organization that is dedicated to helping contractors who suffer from substance abuse and alcoholism find treatment. The profit from this job was donated directly to Roofers in Recovery. You can donate too. Go to www.roofersinrecovery.org/donate.
Hello everyone, Chris with TC Backer. First of all, happy National Roofers in Recovery Day. It's a beautiful day here. We are at John Shear's house, Johnny Bullet. This is actually Ty's brother-in-law. We kept this one close to home. We did a live a little bit earlier today that you can catch on the Facebook page, kind of explaining some things, but I'm gonna go back over all of this. Johnny is a servant. He's been a part of every community service event that we do. He's just always there. So it just only makes sense that we provide him with a new roof. He's been having some issues. Explain maybe what has been going on, man, with every time it rains, what happens?
Well, first thing is right over here, I have a leak in my kitchen. I counted myself as blessed because it leaked right into my kitchen sink.
Oh, that's
I didn't
nice.
have to put a bucket out or anything.
Right.
And every once in a while in my bathroom, right around the fan, I'll get a leak too. A few weeks ago, I had sent a real frantic text to Ty. I was having a leak here, a leak there, and then a second leak started, or a third leak started, and I was like, man, I need help. And I didn't have any time. I had to leave the house, and he came over here and crawled in my attic for me. And
I'm super blessed and honored to be a part of taking some of that stress off of you, man, so you can help serve better. You know what I mean? Clear that mind up and help provide that I know you do. You know what I mean? You always find it in you. You find the energy to help us and all of our crazy ideas and the things that we do for the community, man. You're always right there, elbows deep in all the stuff. So I'm super honored and fortunate to be able to be a part of this and honestly have you up here helping replace your own roof, man. You didn't even know we were coming here, right?
No, I did not know we were coming here. We turned around the corner and my first thought was, what the hell are you doing? Like my love language is service. I want to help, and I want to be a part of whatever you guys do because I love what you guys are doing, and any little bit I can help would be awesome. And like I said to you earlier, I feel like there's always somebody more deserving than me.
Right. That's the servant mentality right there, man. That right there, that is why you and Rachel deserve this. You guys deserve this, man. So
Thank you.
basically, I'm gonna go over exactly what we have going on here today. We did a full tear off down to the deck. This that we're standing on right here, right now, was actually a rubber roof. When the rubber roof was installed, we noticed that along the edges here where it tied into the shingles, it was not done properly, so he was getting a lot of leaks. The pipe boot was not flashed properly, hence you see we got a lot of damaged plywood here. The guys firsthand, we rip everything off, we go through and check and make sure the decking is good. If there's any spots that need replaced, we're gonna replace the decking because without proper ventilation, which is what I think happened, you didn't have good ventilation in here. It's basically rotting from the inside. You get a lot of plywood curling, and that's going to make the shingles lift after we put a new roof on. You know, if we don't replace the decking and we don't get that problem fixed, you're gonna have the same issues going forward. So first thing we did, rip the roof off, replace some of the decking. The guys still have a couple spots that we have to replace. But instead of putting a new rubber roof down here, we're gonna fully ice and water shield this because it is below a four pitch. And up here in the cold zone in Pennsylvania, anything under a 4 pitch needs full ice and water shield. So we're gonna fully ice and water shield this. We'll get this all tied in properly and shingle this. We're gonna get a brand new Gold Pledge warranty from GAF. We're putting Weatherwood architectural shingles on here and giving you a lifetime warranty. If you guys ever decide to sell this, that is transferable over to the next homeowner as well. The second thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the entire ridge off because you had, if you guys notice, Mike, these holes right here, These were attic ventilation vents. Wasn't even an attic fan. They were just not really serving a purpose, honestly. This was not properly ventilated. It's recycling the air that's along the ridge there, and it's never really fully ventilating. You need a nice circulation to pull the old out and put new in. So that's what's gonna happen between vented soffit and new Cobra ridge vent up along the top there. So that's part of your Gold Pledge warranty. We're gonna be putting down GAF Weather Watch, 2 rows, because we have to go 24 inches inside the warm wall. You have 2-foot overhanging soffit, so we need to do 2 rows of ice and water shield to make sure that we keep that 2 feet inside the warm wall. For those of you that don't know, the warm wall is basically where your exterior wall starts. You want to have ice and water coverage 2 foot in there since we're in the cold zone. Then we're going to put felt buster down. That's the underlayment, that's the synthetic felt paper. We're going to put that down, and the guys do use cap stinger nails to install that. We're going to get full starter along the entire eave and up the rake. We're going to get the architectural shingles. Then we're going to put Sealer Ridge along the top, over top of the Cobra, man, and you're going to have a full Gold Pledge warranty roof on there, man.
That's awesome.
No more buckets.
Yeah.
No more buckets, man. On top of that, all these pipe boots are going to get lifetime pipe boots as well. We are doing away with the attic vents. We're not doing that anymore, man. You're going to get some new chimney flashing, new 6-inch gutter. We're going to be replacing your soffit underneath the overhangs here, your porch. Everything's going to be nice and fresh, man, and you should never, ever have to worry about this roof in your lifetime ever again.
Okay, let's go.
Johnny, this right here, this is your HDZ. This is your weathered wood HDZ shingle. This is a lifetime shingle. With the components that we're using, this is going to give you an unlimited wind rating as well. These things seal so well and so fast. By the time we get off this roof today, man, these things are going to be sealed. It's hot today. This is your GAF Felt Buster synthetic roof felt. As you can see, they're installing it. These are called Stinger cap nails. What that's going to do, instead of using staples, the reason they do that is if wind catches that, this gives this more of a surface area to catch. It spreads out the, I guess, surface tension and will not allow that to pull through. This is a woven fabric instead of just a felt paper that you can tear easily. This is your weather watch down here. We're going to run 2 layers of this. This has a sticky backing, and the reason for that is it adheres to your plywood. So if you have any kind of ice damming, since we're in the cold zone, that's going to allow the water to not soak into your decking, because as you know, decking, it's made out of wood. Wood is sponge, you know what I mean? It'll absorb that water, it'll run up, which will create moisture inside your attic. You don't want moisture in your attic. You want that sucker to be dry. So we're also going to, before we're done here, we're going to come up top. This was sealed originally. We're going to cut this out. We're going to cut strips along here and put ridge vent up in here, Cobra ridge vent, and that's going to allow your attic to breathe. So your fresh air is going to come in from the bottom soffit. It's going to roll up through and push that stagnant dry air, hot air up out of here, and it's going to vent correctly, the correct way. Because before, man, you had these attic vents was just pulling and going right out. It wasn't doing anything with the air that was down at your house. You know what I mean? So you want that air to
and
constantly,
the moisture that's in it.
yes, you want that constantly to be recycling and refreshing. A lot of it was curling at the seams. Up along here, you get a lot of times, man, where these plywood seams come together, you get expansion and contraction. What happens if you don't have proper ventilation? And these things will buckle and they'll actually stick up. So if you ever look at a roof and you see the lines running up and down a roof, that's what that's from. That's what that's from. So the guys are going through here. We're going to cut out new ridge vent, install new ridge vent, new GAF Sealer Ridge shingles, man, and this thing's going to be ready to go, man. Shouldn't have to worry about it no more.
TC Backer.